everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I'm working on an apartment renovation focusing on the new kit that just released a few days ago, the modern Luxe kit. Actually The Sims released two new kits at once. They tend to do that, it's never just one anymore. I feel like in the beginning it used to be just one, but now it's usually two at the same time. So they did one create a sim kit and one build kit, and today we are obviously focusing on the build kit, which is the modern Luxe kit. And I thought it would be best to check this kit out while doing like an apartment renovation, and I thought who better to renovate for than for Penny Pizzazz. She lives in this apartment, which is 131221 Chic Street, and it's a small like studio apartment kind of a thing. It's not completely a studio apartment because it does have like a separate kitchen and stuff, but it kind of feels like a studio apartment because it does not have a separate bedroom the way I did it, at least. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call this a studio apartment because that's what it feels like to me. And Penny is kind of like a fancy sim. She is in some sort of a social media career, I believe. I forget which one it is because I feel like we have a couple these days, but there was one that came with City Living, and I think that's the social media or like style influencer, or I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but it's a really fun, like basically just like an influencer career that she's in. And I thought that her apartment, which was this one, could use a little bit of a makeover focusing on the new modern Luxe stuff that came with this kit, because I feel like that would just be right up Penny Pizzazz's alley. And I am really excited about how this apartment came out. As you can see, we kind of picked a color scheme. We went for this dark wood flooring and then dark green wallpaper, and we also have a black accent wall behind where the fireplace and the TV are. You can kind of see that here. And we used a lot of blue accents, also a lot of black and brown colors. So it's really just like an autumnal, modern, luxurious apartment kind of a thing. Usually it's funny because when I went into this, in my brain I was like, okay, we're gonna do like lots of white and creamy tones and light pinks and stuff, and then that just didn't happen, but this happened. And I'm very excited about it because I love how this came out. I love this color scheme, the dark, edgy vibes that are going on while still being very luxurious looking. And I'm just obsessed with how it came together. It was so fun. We did this yesterday on stream. I stream on Twitch. So we went ahead and checked out the new kit while doing a new apartment for Penny, and we felt so inspired actually that after redoing Penny's apartment, we also redid her. So we give the sim a makeover, which was actually so much fun because I never do create a sim, and I obviously had to go into CAS anyway to check out the new poolside splash kit. Is that what the name of that one is? The bathing suit kit that came out alongside this build kit. And so I had to check that one out, and we gave Penny Pizzazz a makeover, and now she actually fits with the aesthetic of this apartment. So I will show you, like once we get into the tour of this apartment at the end of the video, I will make sure to show you Penny as well, because we have Penny in there at the current moment, because I was taking obviously some screenshots and stuff. So that was a lot of fun. So naturally we had to make over the sim to go with the style of the apartment, because that's realistic. And that's what you do, right? So we went ahead and did that, but yeah, for the rest, I love this kit, and mainly the new frame TV that came with this kit. I love it. The artwork above the fireplace is actually not an artwork, it's a television. It's one of those frame TVs that look like an artwork, and I've been wanting one of those in The Sims for so long now. CC creators have been giving them to us for a while now, but I'm so happy that we actually have one in The Sims now because it's such a game changer. I don't like TVs. I don't like how they look. I use them in all my builds anyway because for gameplay purposes it's just nice to have and it's realistic to have, let's be honest. But now we have one of those beautiful frame TVs that I actually really want in real life as well. I think it's so, so cool. So maybe one day I can dream, you know, but for now I'm just living vicariously through Penny Pizzazz and her beautiful new apartment and her new frame TV. So I'm really happy about that. And we also got these throw pillows that I'm so excited about. We have obviously some more bougie looking swatches with like gold and stuff, or rose gold in them. But we also have just a plain black, I believe, and a plain blue and a cream color. Well, it's not plain. They have a slight texture or pattern to them. But it's very, very versatile and usable, and I love those pillows. I think they're so cool. So I obviously went ahead and used a lot of them throughout this apartment, on the bed and on the couch and on the chair. It's just, they're just so perfect. And here we're working on the kitchen. I'm using this marble tile in the kitchen that I never use. I believe it's a base game marble, but I kind of went crazy because this was the style of this apartment, and it's most definitely not my personal style, I will tell you that. But in this color scheme, I think what actually inspired this entire color scheme was this brown swatch of the curtains. I don't actually know if you would call that a brown. It's like an orangey, tan, brown, rich, autumn kind of a color, kind of a vibe. And I just really, really like that swatch of the curtains. I think it's so beautiful. So I really wanted to use those. And that's kind of what inspired the entire color scheme, because this dark green color for the wallpaper that I'm using, I'm not sure if this is a base game plaster or if this is one of the colors that came with Jungle Adventure, but I'm leaning towards base game actually, but I'm not exactly sure. But it just goes so nicely with the color of the curtains. And then for the kitchen, we decided to combine it with some light pink accents throughout, and I think that just turned out so nice. I love this dining setup here. We just kind of used these two bistro tables and used it as like just a dining setup for in a house. I don't know, I feel like it just really works. Those are base game tables and chairs that were added recently. Well, it's been a while, but like they were recently added basically. And then we combined it with this bench, which I think is from university, but it's obviously not like the bench or the couch is not actually functional. But we just really love this setup with the couch and the chairs and the bistro tables. Like it was such a cute setup that we had to use it, and we could totally see Penny drinking some wine with her girlfriend, gossiping, you know, like in that dining nook. I could totally see that be a thing. So we went ahead and did it anyway, even though the couch unfortunately isn't functional. I did play test it, but the chairs obviously are, and we also have some bar stools for additional seating, where I decided to place Penny's laptop because we didn't really have the space in here for a dedicated office area, which would make sense for Penny because she is in the social media career and she works from home a lot. But yeah, here, like these island counters with a laptop on it kind of function as like a home office setup. I feel like it works just fine. It looks cute. And I can see her being out and about all the time, like going to these like office areas, where you can just work for the day and like drink coffee, like stuff like that. Like I can really see her use those in the city. And then obviously we also have a small little bathroom, which did have to go with the rest of the vibe of the apartment. So we used that same black marble tile and the green wallpaper in here, and we use a lot of black and gold accents, also lots of brown. Basically just like the entire vibe of the apartment. It's very matchy, but I really, really like how this apartment came out. It basically just came out so different from what I thought it would be going into this build, and I love it when that happens, when you're just like vibe with what's going on, and you know, you just kind of feel inspired on the go to use different swatches of things that you would normally never use. And that is definitely something that happened for me with this build, thanks to this kit, because it's not my personal style, but I just really enjoy using these new items. And yeah, like I said, the TV and the throw pillows are my favorite. We also have this beautiful record player. I have one that looks identical to it in real life actually, so that's so fun, like the little suitcase record player. We also have the tiniest entryway here for Penny that is just a little bit cluttered looking. I thought that would be realistic because it's a pretty neat apartment. We do have some clutter, but not a whole lot. So the hallway had some more clutter, but that's basically it. So let's jump into the game and I'll quickly show you the apartment in real time. So here we have Penny's apartment in the game, and like I said 1,000 times, I just really like how it came together. The color scheme is very moody, but at the same time it still feels very luxurious. It's just a vibe that I feel like fits a more moody version of Penny. We also gave her a makeover. As you can see, she is wearing one of the new tops that came with the new splash poolside splash kit, and I just think it suits her so nicely. She was wearing a lot of orange, like her original version basically. She had a lot of orange, so we thought this was cute. So yeah, there she is, and she's just enjoying her her new little apartment. We have a lot of gold details here, and this black accent wall really adds so much to the vibe of this place, I feel like. Also, this black fireplace just looks gorgeous. This is that record player that I was talking about. We have this exact same one at home in like a black suitcase with gold details on it. And then for the rest, behind here is her bed. How amazing would it be to just like be chilling in this bed and then you have this view over the city? How cool is that? I don't think I would ever leave this bed. I wouldn't need a couch. Just this bed is enough, you know? And then through these bifold glass doors, we have the kitchen and dining. I never use these countertops, but for this color scheme, they were just perfect, so I had to use them. And then we have a little office setup over here, as you can see. I used lots of light pink details, which was actually the idea of someone in my chat as we were decorating this apartment, and the touch of pink is just perfect. Like, it's exactly what it needs, I feel like. So here we have the nice bistro dining table setup. It's just so cute. And this light also is perfect. I overused this new artwork a bunch of times in different swatches because it fit the color scheme naturally, just perfectly. There's actually green in those swatches too. Look how perfect that goes with that green wallpaper. Like, it's just, I had a lot of fun. If you can't tell, I had a lot of fun with this apartment. So we also have a little entryway space here, which is nothing special, but I did add some additional storage. And then in here is Penny's bathroom, just your everyday bathroom, but I did clutter it up because I thought that would be fitting for Penny. You know, I feel like she'd have a lot of makeup and just beauty products. But that is basically it for this apartment. So this modern luxe apartment is up on the gallery as a room, which is how it works with apartments, unfortunately. But you can just download the whole thing as one room off my gallery, and then you can place it in 131221 Chic Street, and that would fit perfectly. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that's gonna do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download this build off the gallery. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!